Now we are discussing about nuclear Hofstadter effect, that is NOE, and NOE is discovered by Hofstadter in 1953, and in this technique the intensity of NMR signal is enhanced by double irradiation of another proton. Means if there are two types of protons are there which are in very close proximity, which are very close to each other, if the double irradiation of this proton, the signal intensity will be increases of this proton. Okay, where the double irradiation of the HX proton will enhances the signal of HA proton. Why? Because and this condition, what is the condition? The protons which are very close to each other, then only the NOE will be applicable, and that means the NOE effect will be applicable less than 5 angstrom distance. The NOE will be applicable less than 5 angstrom distance. The two adjacent the two atoms are which are very close to each other, then only the NOE will be applicable. And in the case of heteronuclei, the intensity of signal will be 3 times increases. Okay, in the case of heteronucleus, the intensity of signal will be 3 times increases, whereas in the case of homonucleus, the intensity of signal increases at 0.5 times will be increases. And NOE is represented by eta. Eta equals to 0.5 plus gamma x divided by gamma a, means where gamma x is nothing but the gyromagnetic ratio of proton being double irradiation. This is if the proton being double irradiation, here is there na, what we are doing double irradiation of that groups, then the gyromagnetic ratio of that proton, right? And where gamma a is the gyromagnetic ratio of proton being absorbed. If we are doing the, if we are irradiating this proton, then with the signal will be enhanced for this type of proton. So the gamma is nothing but the gyromagnetic ratio of the intensity of signal is enhanced for this proton. That is the value for gamma a. Okay, simply you have to remember gamma x is nothing but gyromagnetic ratio of the proton which is double irradiated, and gamma a is the gyromagnetic ratio of proton being absorbed. Okay, and the conditions are these are the condition: NOE less than the distance of these two adjacent atom or neighboring protons less than 5 angstrom is there, then only NOE will be applicable. And double irradiation of one of the proton enhances the intensity of neighboring proton. If we are double irradiated, this proton enhances the signal of this type of proton. So this is the NOE effect. Okay, that is nuclear Hofstadter effect. Let's see one example for this. Here see this example. This is HX and this is HA type of proton, and the HA proton will coupled with HX proton, so it will gives as a doublet. And similarly the HX proton is coupled with this HA proton, so similarly it will also gives us doublets. So this is the overall spectra for this molecule. Now what we are doing, the double irradiation of the HX proton. Now we are doing the double irradiation of this HX proton. What will happen, these two protons are very close to each other. When we are, what is the NOE? When double irradiation of one of the proton, the intensity of signal will be enhances the neighboring proton. So if the intensity is here less, and when double irradiation of this HX proton, the intensity will be very high. Okay, and we already discussed there will not be any signal for the proton being double irradiation. So there is no signal for this HX proton. Why? Because we are double irradiation of this proton. You have to remember there will not be a signal for proton being double irradiated, but which enhances the intensity of neighboring protons. Okay, similarly if double irradiation of HA proton, now we are double irradiation of this HA proton, what will happen, the double irradiation of HA proton, then this is it is a double irradiation, so there is no signal for this type of proton, and but enhances the intensity of this HX proton. This is the NOE effect, that is nuclear overarcher effect. Now the applications of nuclear overarcher effect means applications of NOE. In that, first one is signal assignment. Let's take one example for this. Here four types of protons are there. This is one type, and here acidic protons, and these are the uh, due to this double bond, these will be two different types of protons. Okay, so it will get four signals. This the acidic proton will give 8 signal 11 delta ppm, and due to this coupling of this, here take HA, say here HA HB. Okay, due to the HA coupled with HB, so it will give us a doublet, and the HB coupled with HA, so it will give us a doublet, and these two doublets are, the delta values are very close to each other, so we cannot identify which type of proton will give signal where. So in order to identify the the which type of proton will give which type of signal, by the application of NOE we can easily identify which type of proton will give which type of signal, right? Here see, by the application we are doing, what we are doing, double irradiation of CH3 proton, the double irradiation of this methyl group at the double irradiation of this methyl group at 2.5 signal enhances the intensity of 5.53 ppm. But if the double irradiation of this at the double irradiation of at 2.5 will enhances the intensity at 5.5 ppm. That means this CH3 and this HA will be in cis to each other, whereas CH3 and HB are trans to each other. So the double irradiation of this proton will enhances the signal of HA type of proton. So the intensity of here HA, like you have to gives the numbering HB here, right? By after we are doing double irradiation, we can identify where the H type, which one is HA and which one is HB. See once again. Now what we are doing, double irradiation of this methyl group at the methyl group at 2.5, means the double irradiation signal at 2.5 will enhance the intensity at 5.53, means the protons which are having here the chemical shift value is 5.53. So the double irradiation of this group will enhance the signal at 5.53, means these two are cis to each other, whereas these two are trans to each other. When the trans to each other, there is no NOE effect, where protons are trans, when groups are trans. Okay, when groups are trans, NOE will be not observed, right? So here these two groups are cis, that's why if we are and double irradiation of this proton, it will enhances the signal at 5.53, and now we are doing the double irradiation of this group, so the signal will be not appear, and it will be here see the intensity of the signal will be enhanced by doing what we are doing, double irradiation of this group. Okay, so we can easily identify this HA proton will cis to each other and HB protons trans to each other, and this is the HA will be a 5.53 and HB is 5.55. Okay, and the next example is NN dimethyl formamide. Due to this resonance structure, it will give as a 3 signals. Due to why? Because here due to the 2 methyl will give 2 signals because of the CN bond is restriction, and a rotation bond of due to this double bond, the rotation bond is not possible. That's why these uh, two methyl groups will give different signals, and this will give another signal. This is the aldehydic proton, right? the aldehydic protons will resonate at and gives delta ppm value is at 8 ppm. This is the aldehydic proton. And here we don't know which type of proton will give signal at which we don't know. This methyl group gives signals at 2.97 2.85. In order to find out the which type of proton will give signal, methyls, which methyl group will give signal at delta, here say A, here B. We don't know which is the HCH3 proton, or we don't know which methyl belongs to which type of signal. So identify the in order to identify which signal is related to which methyl proton, by application of NOE we can easily find out which type of proton belongs to which signal. See, let's see here. The double irradiation of signal at 2.85, then there is a enhancement intensity. Then there is an enhancement intensity of aldehydic proton if we are doing the double irradiation of this methyl group. Okay, and it means this methyl, not this is a methyl group. After the NOE we can know which type of methyl group is there. Now we are doing what is the double irradiation of signal at 2.85, then what will happen? There is a signal enhancement in the aldehydic proton. So if we are doing double irradiation of 2.85, so there is a no signal for this being signal, and the enhancement of aldehydic proton takes place. Okay, whereas if the double irradiation of signal at 2.97, there is no enhancement in the aldehydic protons. I already told you, when cis, because of this methyl group and these hydrogens are cis to each other, therefore when we are double irradiation at 2.85, then there is an enhancement in the signal takes place in the aldehydic proton. Okay, that's why we are telling this methyl group and this hydrogen are cis to each other. That's why the delta chemical shift value of this proton will be 2.85. Okay, whereas this methyl group and these hydrogens are trans to each other. When we have double irradiation of at signal at 2.97, there is no enhancement in the signal of this aldehydic proton. So we can easily identify by the application of NOE which type of methyl group belongs to which signal. Okay, where 2.85 belongs to this methyl group. Why? Because these two are cis to each other, and 2.97 belongs to this methyl group because of these are trans to each other. Okay, the second application is structure determination, and this is the structure of vanillin, and this is isovanillin. The proton NMR spectra of vanillin and isovanillin gives as the same set of same NMR spectrum, because this vanillin and isovanillin will have same set of protons. That's why it will give same NMR spectra. So it is difficult to identify whether the spectrum belongs to vanillin or isovanillin. So this problem can be overcome by the application of NOE technique. By the application of NOE, we can easily resolve which spectrum belongs to, whether the spectrum belongs to vanillin or whether the spectrum belongs to isovanillin, which can be easily identified by the application of NOE technique. See, by the double now what we are doing, the double irradiation of 4.0, the double irradiation of signal at 4.0, if the intensity of signal enhances at 7.4, if the intensity of signal enhances at 7.1, the double irradiation of 4.0, then signal intensity enhances at 7.1. Here see, this is the NMR spectra. When what we are doing now, the double irradiation of at 4.0, the signal intensity is enhances. Okay, so at 7.1 this intensity of signal is enhances, then this spectra belongs to vanillin. Okay, similarly if the double irradiation of at 4.0, then intensity of signal enhances at 6.5. Intensity of signal enhances at 6.5, then the spectrum belongs to isovanillin. See here this CH3 and H are very close to each other. That's why the intensity of when we are double irradiating this group, the intensity of signal at 7.1 will be enhances. Similarly, whereas the double irradiation of this methyl group and intensity of this this proton will be enhances. So by the application of NOE, we can easily identify whether the spectrum belongs to vanillin or isovanillin. Okay, and the third application is study of conformations and configurations. Here see the examples are there. The first example see, and in this example, by the application of NOE technique, we can identify whether the chlorine whether the chlorine is in axial position or equatorial position. How it will be? By the double irradiation of this methyl group, this and the double irradiation of signal at 1.0, then intensity of this proton will enhances, then the chlorine belongs to in equatorial position, right? See once again, if the double irradiation of signal at 1.0, then enhancement observed in this proton, enhancements observed, that means at 4.5 enhancement is takes place, then the chlorine belongs to in equatorial position. Whereas if the double irradiation of 1.0, there is no signal enhancement at 5.0, then we can say that the chlorine will be present at axial position, right? So here NOE observed, NOE not observed, right? Because these are very far to each other and these two are very close to each other. That's why there is a signal enhancement in the it's at 4.5 by double irradiation of this at 1.0. In the same way, these two structures can be also identified by the application of NOE technique. Here, if we have double irradiation of HA protons, like if the double irradiation of HA proton, then the signal enhancement of at HX proton, the double irradiation of this proton and enhancement signal takes place this HX proton, then we can say that the structure one is correct. So it is NOE is observed. Okay, whereas the double irradiation of this HA proton and there is no enhancement signal takes place of this proton, so then we can say that the structure we can say that this is the spectrum belongs to structure 2. Okay, see once again, if the double irradiation of this proton, there is a signal enhancement takes place of this proton, then we can say that the spectrum belongs to this structure. Again, if the double irradiation of this proton, there is no signal enhancement takes place for this proton because these two are very far to each other. That's why there is no signal enhancement of this one. So there is no signal enhancement takes place, then the spectrum belongs to structure 2. Okay, so here NOE is not observed. Okay, we are already discussing see if the cis is there, the NOE takes place, where trans is there, no NOE takes place because these are very close to each other and these are far to each other. That's why there is no NOE for this, and this is NOE observed versus NOE observed. For trans, no NOE. Okay, this is the topic of nuclear overhauser effect. Thank you.